When I say this game fucking sucks, take my word for it. Do not spend $30 on this game. Yes, we're straight to the fucking point with this one. Goosebumps Dead of Night is fucking awful. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It is pretty fucking shit. There is little to none redeeming qualities about it. There are good stuff. I will get to that in a minute, but there are quite a bit of downsides to this shitty fucking game. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm just getting straight into this piece of shit. Goosebumps Dead of Night review, finally. Fuck. I mean, I don't give a shit. Why do I care? This game's shit anyways. Why not keep my, copy of it that way? So I already got a fucking crack in whatever the hell the plastic. Yes, I'm serious. There's a crack in the plastic, as weird as that might be. So let's get into why this game fucking sucks. Well, what is this game about first? Well, you, the twists, are in this house for some fucking reason, and there is a typewriter that talks to you that is possessed by famous author R.L. Stine. This sounds pretty familiar already. Nah, couldn't be Night of Scares. Anyways, yeah, monsters invaded the town, and there's some in your house, you gotta deal with the monsters, collect pages, get snappy in the book, The shit that you saw in Night of Scares, really. And then you have to go see Dr. Brewer, and shit goes on from there. There may or may not be a Tesla tower. Yeah, I don't even want to fucking talk about second and third out of this game, even if the second one's the better part of the game. Yeah, this game, like I said, is dog shit. Now, it's not the worst dog shit I have ever played. If I'm being honest, it's definitely a top 10, though. Fuck this shit. Really hard. What did I like about the game? Let's talk positive for a minute. Well, if I'm being honest, I actually did enjoy the second part of the game, involving plans, Dr. Brewer, Margaret, stay out of the basement in general. So, yeah, that was a heavy part of the game. It was the shortest, though. Unless you're, like, a first-timer for that area. I've played it countless times now, because, I'm a Goosebumps fan. I gotta play this game over and over again. I've beaten this game a solid, I think, 12 times, because, I have no fucking life. The second part of the game is actually quite good, if I'm being honest. That's quite hard to say, considering the rest of the game. Yeah, it's quite good. I still wouldn't say it's anything fantastic, but it's definitely better than Night of Scares, in my opinion. I'd rather play that than Night of Scares. They're about, anyways, equal in length, so... yeah, it's good. I also liked the character designs for only that area, for Margaret and Dr. Brewer. I think they both looked good, even if you don't get to see them much, especially Margaret. I think you saw her once, and then she, pushed you out of the room like, fuck you! That's about it. Oh boy. Yeah, the game's fucking shit when I only gave 2 upsides and there's about to be like 10. Now, I know you're sitting here like, oh god, I don't want to hear Alex rant about this game any longer. Well, you won't need to. Well, for a little longer, because I'm gonna be very quick on these fucking downsides, because I don't want to talk about this game. This game is absolutely awful. I'm sitting here in torture even talking about it, besides the Dr. Brewer segment. It's pretty good. Yeah, but I'm gonna be quick for y'all on these downsides. I won't go into too much detail. So, graphics. For the time, they look like shit. Couldn't you have done better? They don't look much better than Night of Scares, and that was 2015. This is 2020 or 2021. Yeah, they look like shit. Character designs that aren't in Area 2, fucking shit. Some of them are good at best, absolute best, but most of them look either like a downgrade from Night of Scares or just do not look good at all. Yeah, fucking shit. I think the plot is stupid and awful, even through the Dr. Brewer segment. That one's kind of, the mid, the mid portion of the game, and yeah, it's fairly mid. And that's the best you're getting, is mid for a plot, so yeah. Slappy was really mid as a villain. I could give less of a shit. The character choices and creativity were both awful because, they didn't have any creative character choices. And, they didn't really give a shit about the game, obviously. They just threw gummy bear models at the screen, and they're like, oh yeah, there's the guy from Goosebumps 2, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but worked at Fred's Pharmacy, which put him in there for no absolute fucking reason. With no explanation either. Also, another fucking major downside, the Tesla Tower in general is a fucking stupid thing to have in the game. Fucking awful. This game is a remaster as well. It's basically identical, the first part, to Night of Scares, with cutscenes and one mini easy boss fights. Very easy. There's a cheat code. Hide in a corner. Anyways, it's just so bad, as you can clearly fucking tell. Don't even need to go on any further. Everything about this game sucks. The soundtrack isn't much greater. I'm sorry. It's fine at best. I think the boss themes are fine. I also like the da-da-da-da-da-da when you complete a puzzle, I think, in the third area. I think that one sounds good. But then again, it's still basic as shit. Yeah, that's it's not a great soundtrack. Like I said, everything looks like shit. Even Area 2 looks like shit. It's definitely the most thought out and, you know, well put together area, and it does look good at times, but when you get up close to everything, it still looks like shit. Lots of this game looks like shit. The guy who built the Tesla Tower, he has dialogue in this game for some random reason. It's shit as well. It's completely pointless. Just put Stine back in the game. By the way, Jack Stine, I thought that his voice acting was good, but he leaves after the first area and don't hear him again. Dr. Brewer's voice lines were good. I'll give it that. Fucking hell. Not great voice lines in this game. The final boss was very weak. It had some stuff I liked about it. I liked the witches mechanics where they shoot fireballs down from the top of the Tesla Tower. Yes, it takes place in the fucking Tesla Tower. How creative. Anyways, yeah, dog shit either way though. And when you finally defeat all the monsters around Slappy is just like the absolute easiest to defeat character of all time. He doesn't even come running at you. He shoots fireballs very slowly. Oh god, it's so scary. Ooh. Yeah, fuck this shit. As you can clearly tell, this game is absolutely awful. I'm sorry that you have to watch me rant for even 8 minutes about it. Yeah, everything about this game is shit. Besides Area 2 and some stuff about it. Some stuff. Not all of it's that good.
So with all that said and done, this game gets a 10 out of 10. It's fucking awful. Piece of shit.
And yeah, that's my review for Goosebumps Dead of Night. Hope you guys enjoyed me talking to a camera for 9 minutes now about how terrible a stupid fucking $30 game is. Yeah, $30, y'all. $30 fucking dollars for this piece of shit. Feel real proud of yourselves right now. Huh? How do you feel, cosmic fucking forces? $30 for this piece of shit? Fuck that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys agree with me. This game is fucking awful. Yeah. See y'all in the next one.